Hello people! I thought I'd do a wee update and just check in with you. So it's been a week since we did the GoFundMe. Thank you so much. I can't believe we reached the target in 4 hours. I feel completely loved. I've had people messaging me saying, can we still donate? And I said, yes, we'll probably need the extra funds. And then, of course, on the Monday when I went to actually start booking things and start that process happening, so what I did was I phoned up the clinic, the private clinic that I'd went to before. It's called the Edinburgh Clinic and it's run by Nuffield, which is one of these private healthcare things. They also have ones in Glasgow as well. I'd been to the Edinburgh one before, so I just wanted it to be familiar. And they said I could book the echocardiogram, that's the heart scan, and this will prove that I don't have heart failure according to my consultant, which I don't. But I also needed to book a consultant fee on top of that. So that was an extra cost. And I called up my GP's office and they said just put it in writing in an email so we get it all right, what you want to refer you for. And so I asked for the CT scan, for the DEXA scan, and the echocardiogram. I explained that I didn't need that referral for that. And I'm waiting to find out the results of these scans before I go and then book the consultant. Because on Monday I got a phone call from Edinburgh Lothian NHS. So this is where the NHS referred me to find an ILD consultant who would give me a second opinion, because I had asked for a second opinion. So I got referred back at the beginning of August. Now, if it is a urgent referral, you get seen within 3 months. If it's a general referral, it's 6 months. So even though I'm palliative care and should be deed, it's just an ordinary referral. Anyway, I found out on the Thursday when I was doing all the phone calls that my consultant was going to be a person called Nick Hirani, and I was given their secretary's phone number. So I phoned and I left a voicemail about who I was and wanted to find out if appointment was coming soon. So anyway, I never heard anything on the Friday, but I was going through with the GoFundMe anyway, because I knew it would be too long to wait on a DEXA scan. So when I spoke to the secretary who called me back on Monday, she said that the consultant doesn't do private clinics. So I thought that's a bit of a bummer, because you would want to see probably the same consultant that they're referring you to the NHS. But hey ho, I don't think there's anything stopping me having a private consultant through my healthcare. It is my healthcare at the end of the day. And the other consultant is called Gareth, and he is an NHS Lothian. And according to the secretary, she says that he doesn't do private consultations either. So that's fine, because I found too that on their repertoire, on their CV, they do ILD, so that's interstitial lung disease, so that's the type of disease that I have. So the reason that I would want to see an ILD specialist is obviously because that's what I've got. It's very rare, so somebody that is a specialist has seen a lot of people, hopefully, that have interstitial lung diseases if they've got a specialty in it. So they'll have seen patterns, and of course I regard myself as an interstitial lung disease specialist because I've been living with it and also been part of many groups with other people who have had it. So we've swapped stories and things like that. So we've been learning from each other. And I'm just so excited to talk to somebody that's an interstitial lung disease specialist, to tell them, look, this is how I've stayed alive, and this is like how I think maybe my treatment should have went this way rather than that way. What do you think? Because it may help them in the future for treating other people and giving them a better quality of life, because my quality of life was really, really poor at the very beginning of my disease. And in fact, I'm living a better life now with the lowest amount of lungs that I've got, because I've got all these things that I do every single day. And one of them is the pulmonary rehab that I'm doing through an online boot camp thing by Dr. Noah Greenspan, who is an amazing guy, an amazing passionate man, 31 years in the industry of working with people with pulmonary problems, that's lung problems and heart problems, and building up. And now I have muscles. I have muscles in my calves, and I'm walking like slow, 20%. I'm breathing better. You can even hear me talking how I'm breathing better as well, all these different breathing techniques that I've got. So it becomes like muscle memory the more that you do them. So I'm doing really well mechanically, but there's nothing stopping these lungs from keeping on deteriorating, and I have only 23% lung function. As much and as great as I present, from the last Friday you saw me to the now, I've had a few days completely floored and resting, because all this talking and things like that takes a lot out of me. It really does, and people with autoimmune disorders and things will completely relate to it. But as I say, I present really well, and the drugs do help with that. Excuse me, because my nose, it's not snotty, it's just the oxygen's that high and it makes your nose run, you know, like when you go out in the cold. That's what it's like after a little while. So what I tend to do when I'm walking about, because my oxygen's high, is I put a mask on. It's much better. So like I say, we're doing fabulous. I've got this new goal to reach 4,500. That is going to be more than enough to cover me through the winter period for extra healthcare and things that I might need to get, other consultants I might need to see after seeing my ILD specialists, and any other scans too. I'm lucky the gastro problems that I'm having as well, I phoned up, and the NHS is doing quite well with that. I'm waiting on biopsy results from that, and they said 10 to 12 weeks. Now the 12 weeks will be up about the 13th of November, so only a couple of weeks to go with that to find out what is actually happening there. So a lot going on, and thank you so much. Me, my husband, my son, my whole family are just overwhelmed by everybody's generosity. Like I say, I've never asked anybody for anything in my life before. I just want to give something back, so I hope this has cheered you up, this wee video. I will completely update you with everything that is going on, and seeing my friends. It's my birthday on Monday, the 30th of October, and we're having a wee Halloween type lunch. I've invited a few people. I've got some Halloween decorations at the back of me there, and my wee tree there, I've got some skeletons and things, and I've got downstairs all decorated too. So this is just part one, and the goal is really, we want to see the bone density moving in the right direction. Now I'm not certain it's going to reach the numbers yet, because we've not had that amount of time, but as long as it's moving in the right direction, that's all I can ask for. And like I say, if I get the referral, it's up to the lung transplant people to make that decision, and that does process take a year to a year and a half, so that gives me extra time for these bones to build. And I'm so confident I can do it. If there's anybody that could do it, it's me. I'm so determined. So yeah. And just to let you know, like, my lung disease is terminal. I am terminally ill. There is no cure for what I have. I've been sent home to die. Basically, that's what he did. Palliative care, off you go. Right, no problem. But I'm still here. I'm still living my life every single day. And well, if I get new lungs, that's me. I'm cured, because the diseased lungs are away, and I've got new lungs. And then that's me. My plan is, like, I'll always be sort of on drugs that will lower my immune system. But my plan is to buy a camper van and start travelling and go a wee holiday and run in the camper vans. I won't be needing oxygen or anything like that. I'll have my new lungs. I'll be breathing. I'll just be immunosuppressant, and, you know, the risk rejection of your lung in the first year is pretty high, so you've got to like watch and check in and things like that. But that's what I plan on doing, travelling Scotland, maybe a bit of England in a camper van, because we just had a camper van before like when I was going through the diagnosis process, knowing that I couldn't go away on holiday anywhere. We bought a camper van, Luna, big Luna, and I really didn't get to enjoy her. I was too ill when I travelled, so I was very uncomfortable. But she was a beautiful big creature, and I would love to get another camper van and do that. So that's my goal. And to live till I'm 100, which has always been my goal. So I want to outlive everybody. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think it could happen. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody, and I will keep you up to date with everything that's going on. My doctor might be doing my referral as I speak, because I know he doesn't do a surgery on a Friday, so he's maybe catching up with things. And as soon as he gets that into Edinburgh Clinic, he'll probably email it. They're on the dog and bone straight away. When do you want to book your appointment? So even if it is my birthday, I'd say to everybody, if I'll go in the morning and I'll come back and things. And that's a good thing about my friends and that they all just muck in. Like I used to be the hostess with the mostess, doing the parties and things, and I do love that. But it's got to be a small number of people. Everybody's got to do all their checks and all the infection control stuff and that. But they will probably just set up and do the things, get the cup of tea on the go. That's rock and roll for me. So like a wee tea. But anyway, have a lovely weekend, everybody, and let's try and reach this target for this weekend. That would be absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much for everything, for the bottom of my heart. Bye.